Good morning or afternoon or wherever you are. My name is Joanne R. I'm the Dean of the School of Business of Medgar Evers College, City University of New York. I'm also the immediate past president of the HBCU Business Deans Roundtable. And I'm going to take a few moments with you today and talk about some of the work that we've been doing worldwide in tech-enabled data-driven solutions. So quickly, I'm going to take you through the agenda. First, I'll talk a little bit about the global wealth gap, poverty and the sustainable development goals, global technology disparities and post-pandemic impacts, education and technology possibilities, collaborations and partnerships, entrepreneurial ecosystems, customized approaches to community-led co-created solutions, and a little bit of a conclusion as well as a call to action. So let's first talk about the global wealth gap and income gap for that matter. For forever, the wealth gap has been with us. And during the early 60s, there was a tremendous amount of political activity in terms of civil rights for Black and Brown people. And we find that situation still exists, not only in the U.S., but around the world. So the number one sustainable development goal of the UN is the eradication of poverty. And that seems to be almost elusive for us now as we had COVID and other worldwide structural issues. The wealth gap, the income gap, and poverty has increased rather than decreased. And so as we look at technologies such as AI and emerging technologies and other technologies that are coming on board to increase productivity and actually improve opportunity for humanity, we see that the gap continues to widen because of lack of access to the new technologies. And so post-pandemic, the socioeconomic landscape in many urban areas and many rural areas has gotten worse, not better. And part of that is many working people who are in the middle class and pushed out of those jobs have gone into lower class kinds of situations. And while the technology brings on a lot of opportunity and we're excited about the new kinds of jobs that are coming into the marketplace, many of those who had to leave have not been upskilled fast enough to take advantage of these kinds of opportunities. So let's talk about education and its role. In terms of workforce development, it's imperative that as technology shifts, that education in parallel with the industry collaborates, co-creates new kinds of ways to access it faster so that we could prepare the young people and the workforce that's reskilling and uptooling faster for the opportunities that they have. So, and many of these outcomes seem to be more prominent in underserved areas because the access to education and the access to the learning that is required by the new technology. Technology can be an equalizer. The potential technology and elevating education, emphasis on capacity building among educators and contextual relevance of educational content. So it's not just being in school in the 3 to 4 years that the students used to be with us, but staying relevant to what is happening and the transformation that is happening even faster than anything else we have known in the world. So it is incumbent upon us as educators. It's incumbent of us as those who are in the corporation to reach out to each other to spur on new ways to develop the workforce, the labor force that is coming forward to meet the needs and the demands of a technology-driven economy. So collaborations and partnerships are more important. The importance of cross-sector collaborations and leveraging technology for education. Examples of successful initiatives like the African Information Technology Initiative, where in Nigeria they created hubs within the university, and so the people from the community, people from corporations, or from small business can have access to that technology. We have an example right here in CUNY where we're actually revamping the 2-year curriculum for those who want to go straight out to work in technology, and we're collaborating with leading technology firms to take on those students as interns. So they've been trained and they've been developed inside the corporation, and so that hopefully it will give them a faster start. And we need more and more of those collaborations and partnerships. The role of entrepreneurship in community transformation is great. Many countries, the greatest engine to growth is in the small businesses. So how do we keep the small businesses agile and relevant to the technology that is coming? We need to have partnerships, private public partnerships, to help get them ready in terms of the infrastructure. Make sure that they have access to the infrastructure, and then that they develop the kind of services that would be needed by the broader community. So we need to be supportive of the entire ecosystem to foster local innovation and economic growth worldwide. And so let's talk about local and customized approaches. And this is one area that I would just want to take a little bit of time. We spent a lot of money during the civil rights movement and afterwards with a lot of policies, top-down policies, saying that this will work and that will work. When the truth of the matter is, one size doesn't fit all. And we need globally to get better at being able to go in, assess local problems from the bottom up, and come up with solutions that are going to work in that community and scale in that community, and move on to the next community and do the same thing, as opposed to piloting one solution and then propagating it across all others, saying it's going to fit. Well, sometimes cultures are different, even subcultures are different, and sometimes we need to be agile to support those nuances by assessing and looking at local level situations. Technology is an enabler for change when it is aligned with specific community needs. So let's go on and talk about co-creation and community leadership. You know, a lot of times the corporations or the academic institutions will go out and develop something and bring it back to the community and say, see, this is what we've done for you. And so oftentimes that doesn't work, because sometimes the community is, let's not say silent, but secretive about some of the things that goes on in the community. But if you co-create with them, they can tell you, they might not tell you all the whys, because there is on the ground in some of the subcultures, but they can tell you what will and will not work, because they are part of that community. So co-creation with community-led solutions. And I want to quote from Mahatma Gandhi. A lot of times we wait for the private sector. We wait for the public sector to make the change. But Mahatma Gandhi said, be the change you wish the world to see. And so a lot of times when I talk, I say, don't wait for somebody else to do something. Look at your individual assets, your individual drives, your individual passions, and come up with what you can do to help change the world. So the one thing that I wanted you to take away from this presentation is, we have socioeconomic problems that have not gone away. They may not ever go away, but we hope to improve the world by making it a better place for fewer to be in the underserved area, for more to have access to capital and access to technology, and to stay in the community and not let all of that a wonderful economic development leak out because no one wants to stay. Let's make those communities a place where we want to take a part of. So what is the call to action? The call to action is today, not tomorrow. Today, think of what you as an individual, what your organization can do to help lift an entrepreneur, to help embrace the academics and the corporate co-creation process, to work with your local community to make it better. And if each of us in our places, in our countries, in our cities, in our neighborhoods do this, the world indeed will be a better place. Thank you for the time and attention you have given me for this presentation. Bye.